Okay. Happy Mother's Day, guys. Okay, so we have a ton of questions that you guys asked, and I'm super excited to answer them for you. I hope this really helps you guys. We put them in order, I think. And Katrina and I will both answer them. We're going to have different answers for things. So we can both answer stuff. She works mainly Facebook. I work mainly on Instagram. So I think that the combo of me and her answering both of these is going to be good. So we're just going to jump in. If you have questions throughout this that pop up, just put them in the chat and we'll go through them. All right. Let me pull up all these questions.
Haley, your eyes look so pretty today.
Thank you.
You're welcome. They look like super blue. I don't know why.
Maybe it's the sunlight. Okay, so first question was, what is BV? Guys, make sure you're muted first because I get super distracted by sounds. Okay, so first question was, what is BV? So every single product has a volume, and it's very close to what it's sold for. So greens, for instance, is sold for $33, and the BV is 30. It's the volume of the product. Okay, every single product has a volume to it. So if your goal is to get to 400 BV, then that's basically like $400 in sales. That doesn't make sense, just let us know in the chat. What's the difference between PBV, which is personal volume, like customers directly under you, and then PCV? Okay, I honestly cannot tell you. Oh, personal customer volume. I think that's what the C stands for. But, okay, it's kind of confusing, honestly. And I'm going to tell you guys right now that if you go to our team page, the Millionaires Academy, and type in PCV and search it, a post explaining the difference between these two will pop up. But to my understanding, PBV is like all of the customers directly under you, not under the distributors under you. And then the PCV is like, okay, so when I was trying to go get my rank up bonus, I needed 150 PCV from 2019 only. So like if I hadn't got any customers from January, I don't know, until now, if I was giving all my customers away, then I didn't have any PCV from 2019. So I had to get new PCV. I don't think I'm explaining this well.
Okay, so I'm gonna jump in and see if I can help. PBV is like your personal volume, like under you, and that's gonna include your personal orders as well. And that's gonna be for any orders that are placed that month. So if I put in an order that's 30 volume, that'll be in PBV. And then any auto shipments that are directly under me that I haven't moved to other people, that'll be PBV. PCV is that volume minus my personal orders, but it's accumulated over time. So it includes like last month if I signed 150 and it was personally under me, 150 volume. And then those auto shipments run again this month, that's 150 more volume. So my PCV will be like 300 volume. So the only reason PCV matters is for the new bonuses. You have to have had like 150 in PCV for 2019. For my team, that won't matter because you guys are all new. So you all have at least 150 PCV.
Awesome.
That helped. Sorry, my dog must want a treat because she keeps trying to shake my hand.
You're good. You're good. Okay. So next question was, why do we say no quotas if we have to run an 80 BV auto ship or have at least 150 PBV? Because it's not mandatory. You don't have to have that. Like some companies, to even like be active at all, you have to be buying something. You have to be like, you literally have to be doing something. us, like, if you don't want to, like, you can pause and not work and your account still be active and everything be fine. Okay.
And I'll say a little something else on that too. So what I always tell people is, like, if you aren't having 150 in volume, in your own customer volume, your paycheck isn't even gonna, unless you have like a big team under you, your paycheck isn't gonna be enough to really make any money. You know what I mean? So like, that's why I always tell people, like, you need at least 150 in personal volume until you get up to like certain ranks where you're just moving all your people. Even then, like, hopefully your team is working, you can keep your own people. But if that's not the case and you're just moving people constantly, then you shouldn't have an issue running that auto shipment. But I mean, at the end of the day, you don't have to do it. But if you don't have 150 in volume, your paycheck isn't going to be that good anyways, unless you have a big team.
Mm-hmm. Okay. When can my loyal customer use their perk points? They can use their perk points after their third auto ship runs. Okay. They get 10% back on every product from the very first order until the last. If they then cancel their auto ship, I believe they have 30 days, maybe it's 60, from the day they cancel it, because they do expire. So after they cancel it, they have, I think it's 30 days to use those. And there's a report in eSuite. So if you click, go to reports, then click additional reports, and then it says perk point report, and it's on the right. And then it tells you your customers how many perk points they have, and they tell you the expiration date as well. Okay, next one, when do I get to use my paychecks? Okay, so I'll just go over like how pay works. We have an app called the It Works Pay Portal, and your money gets sent into there on the 15th of every month is your commissions. Okay, so on the 8th, we all got to see what our paychecks, what they were going to be, right, in eSuite. It actually doesn't get deposited into our pay portal until the 15th. Every single time you get paid, whether it's a weekly bonus or commissions, you will get an email saying that you got paid. So you're not going to miss it, okay? If your paycheck is under, I think it's $15,
It's
20, they're going to hold on to it until you have more, because it's like not worth it to then, I don't know, the effort and the amount, whatever that it takes to actually put it into your pay portal and then you transfer out of it. It's just not worth it. So they're going to hold that until the next month, and then they'll give that to you when you have it, like enough money to actually transfer.
And then, so I'll say this too, you can choose between two different ways. You can get an It Works credit card, or debit card, I guess it would be called, or get it sent into your bank account. And me and my team before, we all got the debit card. And that's just because that's what, like, before when I did It Works, that's what we were told to do. So that's what I told them to do. But at this point, I realized, like, okay, we just bought my husband a bike in cash. And I realized that, like, the fee to take that money off that card, like, out of my ATM to take, like, $4,000 off the card was ridiculous. So I ended up having to transfer it to my bank account, which cost me like it only cost me like an extra $3. But now I have it set up just to go directly into my savings account. So I would recommend just doing it into your savings account, unless you like will spend that and want to actually save it, and then just put it on a card and don't touch it.
Cool. That makes sense. What's the difference in pay between an LC and a retail? To my understanding, it's the same. You get the same.
No, I think it's more. You get more off of retail.
I don't know anything.
I'm so sorry.
No, please. I'm so glad you're here.
I can't tell you that I am not a green person. I don't read anything. Like, as long as I'm getting paid, I don't care. But I want to say retail is like a lot more. I want to say it's like 70% or something, maybe 50. Yeah, it's a lot more, because you're not getting the residual income, because you're just getting that one-time payout. Whereas an LC, you're getting like that 15% 3 different times. So I know it's more. I don't want to know. I think.
Go read your compensation plan. If that's something that you want to know, read the compensation plan. And then within that compensation plan, you will see why we have the best MLM in history. I'm not a green person. I read it, but I don't understand it fully. One day
I literally have never pulled up our compensation plan. But Nicole said retail pay is the difference between retail and the loyal customer pricing.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nicole knows. Someone knows.
Thanks. All right. Next one. Explain the $3,000 guarantee. Do you want to do this or do you want me to?
I don't care.
You can do it.
Okay. So the $3,000 guarantee is whenever you hit Emerald in your first 90 days of your business or your 3 months. And what it means is like if you haven't made $3,000 by that 3-month time period and you've hit Emerald, It Works is going to pay you the difference. So it's not like a bonus, like when you go Diamond, you get $10,000 bonus. It's not like that. It's just guaranteed that whenever you hit Emerald, you will have, in your first 3 months, then you will have guaranteed the $3,000. But I will tell you to go read the document about this, because there are certain things that you have to meet. Like there are certain qualifications that you have had to meet, including like PBV and like fast start bonuses and stuff like that. Like there's a lot of qualifications that you have had to have met to receive it. And I can tell you, by the time I hit Emerald, I had like made $3,200 and I had met all the qualifications. So like I didn't get paid the difference. And it was the same because I hit Ruby in my first 30 days. And by then I had already like way exceeded my $1,000 guaranteed. But it's guaranteed that they'll pay you the difference. And I know one of my girls hit Ruby and got paid her difference because she hadn't made the $1,000, but it was like $50 short or something.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, go read that, like she said, because like you do have to sign a certain amount of the DTs yourself. All right, rank up. Please explain rank up bonuses. So again, go to eSuite Documents, type in rank up, and read the latest document on it, because now for this month, the rules have changed again. So you have to have 150 PCV, so for May, now to get the rank up bonus. Before, like the last 3 months, you didn't have to have that. You only had to have PCV in 2019. But now if you want to rank up this month, you have to have 150 from May, meaning you have to keep 150 BV and customers like for yourself. You can't give it to anybody else. Okay. So if you go Diamond, it's a $10,000 bonus. If you go Double, it's a $15,000 bonus. There's other ones, but I don't think anyone's up there yet.
And so I'll say this too. So it's 150, like she said, for May, and you have to have another 150 or an 80 BV auto setup. And then also, so any of our big bonuses like that get paid out over a period of time. And normally it's 10 months. I know for like my $10,000 and for Taylor's 15 and 10,000, hers is paid out over 10 months as well. So what that is just the extra like $10,000 paid out over 10 months. You have to keep your rank for that 10 months every month. And if you lose rank, you can always get it back the next month and get your bonus back. But it's just like $1,000 extra on top of your commissions that you're already making, or $1,500 if you get the 15,000.
Mm-hmm. And they pay that out over 10 months so that people aren't coming in here getting their $10,000 and then leaving. That would suck, right? And it's, yeah, like she said, it's on top of your commissions. So for me, I'm getting an extra $2,500 on every single commissions check. And it's like, it's amazing. I love it. Okay. What is next? Okay. A lot of the next section of questions that we have, you guys can find a lot of this on our team page. So I want to share my screen right now and show you our team page and how to like navigate it. Okay. Hold on. I have a lot of stuff up. Can you guys see my screen right now? Yeah, okay. Okay, so this is our team page, you guys, and I hate when these pop up. And they don't stop. Okay. So anything, you guys, in here, you can search literally anything. Like if you don't know where to get our stories, search the word story and you can find a whole album of it. So, wow, really. Sorry, I'm trying to close all these. But I really want to show you the albums because this is where I get everything. Okay, so you're going to go to photos. And then you're going to go to albums. And I'm still closing these. Are you kidding me? Does this happen to anybody else? Why does this happen to me?
Yeah, that always happens to me.
Doesn't stop.
You need to get on Facebook more often from
my God. Okay, so one of the questions was, where do you find your stories? And yeah, where do you find your stories? Here's a bunch. You guys, all of the coffee and green stories, like almost all of them that I've ever posted, I've put into an album. So you can scroll through this and you can save all of these to your phone and use them. I suggest that only like newbies use these. I mean, you can use them if you're old too, but like these are for newbies because they don't really know what's going on, right? If you're like thinking, okay, I need to post a product post on Facebook, but I don't know what to say or how to do it. Click on product posts. And there's picture examples, but then go into the comments, you guys. And there are tons. There's, look, 30 things that you can just go copy them and paste it, change it up to make it sound like yourself. Okay. If you need to know like what's good for pregnant people, type in pregnant and all these posts will come up talking about what products are best for them or, you know, what other people have done, things like that. Okay. If you ever have a question, search this page first. And then if you can't find what you're looking for, then please obviously ask. But okay. So back to these questions. I just needed to make sure everyone knew about our team page. Oh, okay. So one of the questions was, where do you find all the stories? There. Another thing that I really suggest that I do, and this is how like I found everything when I first started, was follow some top leaders that you can relate to that you really love. Okay. So I follow Cheyenne Knox. I follow Carly Guerrero. I love her. I follow a lot of people on our team, Ellie Antonacci and Katrina, and who else? Ashley Renaud, Ashley Bloom. Okay, guess what? You can hold your thumb down on their story and then their name disappears, and you can screenshot it and use it. Okay, some people might tell you not to do that, but I mean, if you're on my team, please use my stuff. Like, I want you guys to be successful. All right, so use my stuff. I don't care. Post the same story as me.
Yeah, I use Taylor's stuff all the time. and I didn't even know I could hold my finger down for like ever, and I was sitting here cropping them. So.
And then some apps, you guys, because you know I use other people's stories and I do make my own. So to make your own, the app that I use is Canva. Another popular one that other people use is Unfold, as well as Over. Okay, those are like the top 3 that I hear everyone using. it's confusing to use those apps at first. It is. But play around with it and you guys will get used to it. Okay. Good.
I also use PixArt. But I'm like super, like, I am not good with technology. So like PixArt, it literally says text and I like hit it and then I type and then like that's all I can do. So we'll get there one day.
I use that one sometimes too. That one's good. Okay, next question. What are some good text replacements and scripts? Okay, this is going to take me a second, but I will put these in the chat for you. I also want you to go into our team page, whoever asked this question, and type in script. Or actually type in text. Text replacement?
Yeah. I always type in replacement and then this big purple picture will pop up and it will say text replacement. And then go to the comments and literally Allie and Taylor put like all their stuff in there. And then if you have an iPhone, you can just go to your text replacements and do it like that. And then there's an app for Android that you have to use.
Okay, so I'm not even going to put them in the chat because literally I put almost every single text replacement that I have in this thread that's in our team page. Type in text replacement, search it, or if it doesn't come up, type in text. And it's a picture that says text replacement, and then look in the comments. And you'll have to scroll up in the comments. But yeah, Allie and I have put everything that we use in there. And the things that I've put in there, you guys, that's all I say. Like, I rarely type anything out. My conversations are the same every single time. What are some great product host-to-posts? Okay, so these, I will just put some in the chat because they're in my notes already, so I can just copy and paste them. But do you want to talk a little bit about host-to-post while I do this?
Oh, yeah, hold on. Let me get my dog down. She is driving me nuts. I don't know what her problem is today. Zoe, get down. Get down. Jeez. Okay, so host-to-post. If you don't know what that is, I'll go over it really quick. Now I have dog hair in my mouth. It's basically just asking like your friends, family, Facebook people to put up a post for you, and like honestly, you can just ask them to do you a favor and do it. You can use they're giving away like on the team page one of those vacuum things. I don't know, a Roomba, I think is what it's called. And then you can also like do product or like give away a $5 gift card, like whatever you want. And you can put up a status about it, or you can just like message people and be like, hey, will you do me a favor? Will you put this post up on your page for me? And I have also had like really good results from using pictures. I put one up the other day, and like basically what I do is I use I type it up on like my Facebook page and then put like a colorful background with it and then take a screenshot and crop it. And then I'll just send it to the people like to have them put it up. And, oh gosh, might take me a minute to find it. But I did one the other day and it was like, oh, here's one that I got from somebody. I saved this. Somebody else put it up. I don't know if you can see it. But it says, who has thought about joining me and my team, but the money has held you back. And so like, I'll just be like, hey, will you put this post up for me? And then there's another one I have, and it says like product models wanted, who wants to take 2 vitamins a day and lose 30 pounds in 90 days or something like that. I'd have to find it to show you because it's been a minute since I posted it. But yeah, and basically, so you have them put the post up. I always have them tag me in it. Some people don't have them tag them, and then you could put like pictures in the comments with it. And then you just like anyone who comments on it, you go and you message them, and Zoe, quit. You go and message them, and you're just like, hey, I saw you commented on Jennifer's post. Are you interested in losing weight? And then you always like add them as a friend. And honestly, it's just, for one, it helps you get like good potentials. and it's getting you're following these people who are already interested. So, I mean, that's helped me like so much.
Okay, that was good. I have one more to put in the chat right now that I like, but I can't get.
Here it is.
For some reason I can't copy and paste. But you guys, I just put a ton of examples in the chat. So go copy and paste those to your notes and keep them in your notes saved so you can find them really easily. Okay. Sorry, that last PDT one, I can't get it to copy. All right. Let's see what's next. What's the easiest way to bring up the price when someone seems to have 1 foot out the door? This is a tricky question for me to answer because, I mean, you can't lie on the price. The price is the price. Like, so there's a few ways you can say it. You can either go, okay, this is what I used to do. It worked fine, but I've changed it now, which I just like the way I do now better, but I'm going to explain both ways. So I used to say, okay, our cleanse is $65 retail, but with my discount as a 90-day product model or as a loyal customer or during the 90-day challenge, whatever words you're using, it's only $36. What sounds best? And that's what I would say every time. Then when I would explain the loyal customer program, because after I say that, they're going to say, okay, what's the 90-day challenge? Or, okay, what's a loyal customer? Or something like that. So then I would say, so as a 90-day product model, you get to try any products you want with my discount. It unlocks free shopping sprees, recipes, and workouts, and all you do is get at least one product a month for 3 months in a row. Does that sound good? I used that probably until like November. And then I just was like, I don't even want to give them the option to be a retail anymore. Like, I just want all loyals. So now I don't even give them the retail price. One way doesn't work better than the other. I think it really just is like, what do you like best? So now I just say, like, I give the whole product description. The cleanse is this. It's $36. How does that sound? I tell them right away. I don't have time to beat around the bush. There's a price, and that's the price. I'm not going to change it for anybody. So then after I say it's $36, does that sound good? Or I say, how's that sound? Or I just say, sound good? ? Like, as short and simple as possible. I then say, okay, so how it works is you try them out for 3 months, 1 order each month for the 90-day challenge. You can either choose the same product each month or try something different each month. You control what you order. Or you can pay a $50 membership fee and only order the product once. Which deal do you want? They all always go with the 90-day challenge. So do you want to add anything?
No, I mean, here's the deal. If someone's like already being like weird, like, I don't know, I have people all the time that are like, well, I am like on disability, blah, blah. Like, sometimes I honestly will try and get them on the phone because like, I'm really like personable, I feel like, and I feel like if I get you on the phone or like, if they won't talk to me on the phone because younger people are weird about it, I'll just send them voice messages. And so I feel like voice messaging for me and like getting people like on the phone is kind of like game changing, because then like they can ask me whatever questions they want, and like basically like I'm not gonna hang up the phone with you until I get your order in. So I'm like, okay, so what other questions do you have before I get your order in? So
that's awesome.
Voice messaging.
Mm-hmm. Voice messaging, you guys. Voice messaging is amazing, because especially if you can tell that somebody is nervous about the whole thing, if you can tell by the way they're texting that they're nervous to give you their number over social media, once you do get their number, or even if they're nervous to give you your number in the first place, you can voice message on Facebook and Instagram. So you can voice message and be like, hey girl, it sounds awesome, whatever. What's your number? Or if you have their number and you can just tell, I don't know, there's, you can tell when they're nervous. Voice message them and be like, hey, I'm so excited to get your order in. I'm actually sitting at my computer right now, so I can do it right away before I go do blank. I've been doing that the last month. I've always been saying, okay, I can put your order in right now before I go to the store, before I go clean dinner dishes, before I go visit my mom, like before I go do something, because then they're like, oh, okay, I should give it to her right now because like what if later she's busy, or, they don't want their information sitting in my phone. It just creates urgency. Okay. Next question. How often do you follow up? I like to follow up 2 days after talking to the person. Because if I feel like the very next day, they might be like, okay, can you back up? Like, slow down, lady. And then I feel like after 3 days, they forget about you. They forget what you were talking about. They forget about the product, whatever it is. So I like to follow up 2 days after, and then Fridays, because usually people are getting paid on Friday, and then 2 weeks later. Do you have anything else you want to add?
So if I get past the price, the product, like all that, and you tell me like, okay, that sounds good, I just can't order that right now, I'm be like, okay, well, when can you? Okay, when do you get paid? Like, I always try and get a date from them. And then I don't know about Instagram, but I know on Instagram, actually, I know you can't make an event because I've tried to figure it out and you can't do it. So I have to make an event in my phone, which actually isn't working right now. So that's awful, but I put it in my calendar. And then I'll like just message them on that day. But on Facebook, you can actually make an event. And I literally did one today. I'm like, okay, I just made an event for us. Just hit going. We'll both get notified. Then whenever that happens, you set a day and a time. And you literally both get a notification at the exact same time. So you're both going to open your phones and go to the message, and then I message them right then. And so if I can get a date from them, if I can't, I have a notebook and I write everybody down in. And I normally do the same thing. Like, I try and do like a couple days later, but I try and follow up like with everyone at least weekly. And then, I mean, even if like I have messages that it's just like me, like they never reply. And I still am going to follow up with them. Like, I might give them a couple weeks in between, but that's most. You're going to get a couple weeks from not hearing from me.
Mm-hmm. And if you've followed up with somebody, let's say this is your 4th time following up with them about the cleanse, change it up. Next month, be like, hey, I need like 3 more people to do my hair, skin, and nail challenge. Are you interested at all? Like, change the product up, because I mean, then it's not the same thing over and over, and they're like, oh my God, this girl. So I think
or if you have your own results, I love doing this. So if I like, it doesn't matter what I'm talking about. Our cleanser, like, I've always struggled with acne, and our cleanser has like changed my game. And so and then, like, I've also been using, like, keto coffee and stuff. I have my own results from that. So no matter what I'm talking about, I'm just going to message you like, oh, my God, I've been drinking my keto coffee for 2 weeks. Look at my results. And then I'll send my picture. Like, oh, my gosh, I've been washing my face for a month with our cleanser. My acne has completely disappeared. Do you want some of this? I have a 40% off code right now. And then I send it. So that's a good follow-up message to use, too.
That's perfect. And I think that goes into the next question, which was, what's the easiest way to follow up with someone who seems interested but continues to delay? I think that's a great, whatever she just said was good. Another thing is like, hey, I'm placing orders today and I only have 2 more slots for my discount for the 90-day challenge. Did you want in? Or like, hey, I only have 2 more spots and I'm talking to someone about it right now. Did you want me to save your spot? Something that creates urgency.
Yeah, and normally I always say, whenever someone's like, okay, well, I won't get paid till Tuesday, is that okay? I'll be like, well, like, I will try my very best to save you one of my discounted spots. I'm going to message you first thing Tuesday morning. if I have a spot open. And then, of course, like on Tuesday morning, I'm going to text them and be like, oh my gosh, girl, you're so lucky. I have one spot left. Like, send me your info right now because I don't know how long this is going to last. And they do it. So I just have to create urgency.
Something that Morgan McIntyre, I heard on one of her Zooms she does, if that were to happen and someone was like, can I order on Tuesday? She says, okay, that's not a problem, but I have to hold that spot. So this is the information I'm going to need. Send me this info, and then I'll text you before I place the order on Tuesday. So then they'll send her all of their info. So she has all of her info written down in her calendar or wherever she keeps it. And then on Tuesday, it's a lot harder for that PLC to say no when she has already given all of her info.
Yeah, Allie has told me to do that too. I've tried it a few times. I've kind of struggled with it. I'm not going to lie. A lot of people are like just sketchy about it. So I haven't used it in a while because a lot of people are like, well, I'll just wait and send it Tuesday, or I don't know. Yeah. I think they're scared that I'm going to put it in before Tuesday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can try it. It just hasn't been the best for me, but like everybody's different.
Yep. Everybody's different, you guys. So you have to find what works for you. I think it works really well for Morgan because she's super, super personable and she voice messages everything all the time. So they probably trust her a little more. Okay. Next question is a doozy. How can I attract distributors?
I have the best answer for this that Taylor's going to hate. You need to go live on Facebook or HGTV on Instagram. I don't know how to do that, but I will figure it out because I'm going to do it. Because you guys, like, get real, get personal. Like, I know you don't want to share, like, everything about your whole, like, a lot of people, like, I'm a very open book. Like, I will tell you, like, all my debt, like, I'll tell you everything about me, but a lot of people are, like, more, like, personal, I guess. So you don't have to tell everything about you, but you can be like, before it works, like, I struggled a little bit. Like, okay, I got to put gas in my car this week because it works, or whatever it's doing for you. And go live and talk about it because I got challenged to go live. And so I hate, like, it makes me so nervous. And I like break out in hives when I get nervous. If you go watch my live, my neck is like solid red. Like, it is awful. But I did it, and I literally got 5 potentials in my inbox within 10 minutes of going live. And I have, like, 3 of them that get paid next week who I have a schedule, like, that says they're going. I scheduled their meeting with them, and they're supposed to be signing up next week. Just from going live and, like, it was a 13-minute live, and I swear to you, I felt like I was talking for 45 minutes. And I was just, like, saying, like, what It Works has done for me, what it's going to do for me, what it's going to do for my team, like, how it's changed my life, like, emotionally, like, the friendships I've made, just everything. And, like, people, I've had, like, a mom, like, she was like, hey, I don't really need the extra money, but, like, I really, like, want a group of friends. So I would definitely say going live and then talking about either what It Works is doing for you or going to do for you, like, every single day on your Facebook or Instagram or whatever. Like, every day, whether you're just, like, sitting on your couch, like, working, like, post that. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm sitting on my couch with my kid working from my phone while they're watching, I don't know, whatever kids watch these days. I don't know.
Yeah, that's good. So your life posts and your business posts have to show some kind of emotion. People need to be able to connect with you. If they're not connecting with you on some type of level, whether you're a single mom and you just want the extra time with your kid, or whether you're in college and you can't afford to go out to dinner with your friends, whatever it is, you need to share that piece of vulnerability with people so that they can relate to something. Do you know how many people cannot fill up their tank of gas? They cannot fill it up all the way. They can only go half. Do you know how many people? Way more than you think. So if you share that with people, they're going to be like, oh my God, that's me. You know, if, like, I love Jade Hooper. and she gets super, super vulnerable in her posts. I really think you guys should go follow her. There's sometimes like they're really long, but they like freaking make me tear up. There are so many people who she has a story. She had to hang sheets over her windows because she like couldn't afford heat. And when she posted that for the first time, do you know how many people reached out to her and were like, oh my God, I've been there. I had to do that. She thought she was the only one. But other people were there and they related to that, and that made them reach out to her. Like Katrina said, you have to be showing or sharing, even if you have not made money yet, why you joined. So if you just joined, let's say you just joined, this is why I joined. This is what I'm currently doing. So I don't care that you didn't get paid your commissions check yet. What is it going to do for you next month? It's going to pay for your gas. It's going to buy the diapers, whatever the heck it is. That's what it's doing right now. It's what you're working towards, right? And then what's it going to do next year or in 6 months, the bigger picture, okay? That's what we have to be sharing every single day. And that goes into the next question. And it says, how to get people to join, or how do you get people to join for $99 when it costs me only $20 and I haven't made any money? First of all, whoever asked that question, your mindset is, you need to go fix your mindset. Because $99 to join, are you kidding me? That's it? We paid $99 and we get $200 worth of product in our kit. So you want to tell me that $99 is too much for a business that is going to pay you thousands and thousands and thousands over and over and over for the rest of your life? You need to go fix your mindset first. And that's number one. You're not going to get a single distributor right now with that kind of mindset. Number two, what I said before, it doesn't matter if you haven't made any money yet. You have to show what it's going to do for you. Like, you can say, I just started this health and wellness business. I am so, so excited. On the 15th, It Works is going to pay for this. Or every single time you get a customer, screenshot your email or screenshot that little notification that you get from your LiveFit app, and then place using the PicsArt app or the Over app, put it over a photo of whatever you were doing that day, whether it was you and your kids playing, whether it was a picture of you, or whether it was a picture of your kid eating dinner. Like, put the screenshot over that photo and talk about how when you were making dinner for your son, you were able to get Katrina set up with her triple threat. That shows that you're already making money. It doesn't matter that you physically haven't gotten the money yet. That already shows that you're making money. And that's what people want to see. People want to really see that you're actually making money, because a lot of people, they don't believe you. And they're going to keep watching you until they know for sure you're not making money, or until you quit. So what are you going to show them? You have to show them that you're being successful. So that every single time you get a customer, you guys, literally it could be every single day, or however often you customers, I don't know, screenshot that and post it somewhere, whether it's on your story or whether it's putting it over a photo, and be super excited about that person. Oh my God, I am so pumped that Christy just got this cleanse. This is what the cleanse does, blah, 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 blah. And then it's a photo of the screenshot. Okay, so
Yeah.
that was a rant. Whoa.
No, that's great. And let me tell you something else. So I have previously paid $99 for this business, and then I paid $20 whenever it's $20. And I would have paid $1,000 for this business if someone would have offered it. If someone would have told me what I was going to be doing. And it's all about how you present it. I used to struggle with this so bad. If you say, well, it's $99, but don't worry, you're going to get $100 of product, and you can make that back very quickly. But no, first of all, I always voice message my potential distributors. I never send a text, because it's so much more personal. And if you're going to be on my team, we're going to be talking on the daily anyways. So I send them a voice message and oh my gosh, girl, I cannot wait for you to be a part of my team. It's booming right now. My team is on fire. They are bringing in thousands of dollars. It's only $99 to join. You're gonna get at least $100 of product that you can use for yourself. So you're gonna have like a little bit of information for when people ask you like what the keto coffee or something tastes like. You would have already tried it. So our company is just gonna give you $100 of product for free, and you're gonna get a free website. We don't keep inventory, so you don't ever have to worry about ordering more product unless you want to like use it as samples or use it for yourself. You're going to get your own website too, like, and that's all free.
Yeah, it's really all about confidence. You have to believe in the company. You have to believe in the products. You have to believe in the compensation plan. You really do. And it's hard at first. It is, because you work really hard your first 2 months and sometimes you don't get paid what you feel like you should have. But I promise you guys, I pray whoever, ask this question that you see the big picture, because when you guys hit diamond, which you can do, I mean, you saw this girl do it in 50 days. When you hit diamond, I swear your life is going to change. But you have to see the bigger picture, and I forgot what else I was going to say. Okay. Should we add anything else onto that one?
I think we ranted too much. Like, I think we're good.
Okay. So next section of questions. It's about social media. What are some good presets to get for your photos? Okay, so what I did not use presets until probably February, March, maybe. Like, it's only been like a month, 2 months maybe. So I got all the way through diamond without presets. All I used was PicTapGo, and that's an app, and you pay like $3 for it maybe, and it just brightens your photos really well. It makes them crisp and clear. But now I do have a preset, and all I did was go onto Etsy and I typed in preset and I just looked for something that I liked. Everybody's taste is different, so I don't even know the name of it, honestly. I think it was like $5. There are some that are like $50, and then there's some that are only like $5. So I think I went on Etsy, and that's what I suggest. Just go on Etsy, type in preset, and then scroll through and see what you like. And I bought one, and I think it was like cheaper than $5 actually, because I'm a super cheap person. But it was really bad. Like, it made my photos really grainy, and I used it for like 2 weeks, and then I went and bought a different one. And I really like the one I have now, but I honestly don't even know the name of it.
Yeah, I just use PicTapGo. That's all. And I was like, I didn't even want to pay $3 that it cost for that because I am so like cheap, but it was so worth it. Like, my pictures compared, like, if I look at my Instagram, my pictures now, like, even today, I took this like picture with my mom, like, on her front porch, and before I used PicTapGo, it did not look that great. Like, I have to use PicTapGo. My Jenna Potts, who's on my team too, she took all my graduation pictures for nursing school. And a lot of them were taken from her iPhone. And I literally used PicTapGo to edit all of them.
Yeah.
I got my $3.
Guys, it's totally worth the $3. At first I was like, oh my God, it's not worth it. It really, really is, because we're posting a photo every single day. If that picture is not eye-catching, then they're not even going to read the caption. Okay, so what do you do on Instagram daily versus Facebook? Okay, I'll talk about what I do on Instagram daily, then you can talk about what you do on Facebook. On Instagram daily, I open it up first thing in the morning, and then I answer all my messages that I have from the night before. Then I post to my story about the keto coffee immediately, and maybe like an inspirational quote. Then I post to my feed. Then throughout the day, I'm posting on my story. So far it's like posting on my feed once and posting on my story all day, like a lot. Show yourself. Don't just put the products on there, because people want to know you. So you need to be videoing yourself talking. You need to be showing your husband being weird. You need to show your dog, all of it. It's like you're a blogger or a vlogger now, okay? And then I'm interacting with people, so I don't know, probably like 10 minutes here and there, I am watching people's stories and I'm just swiping up and commenting on that. So that comment goes directly to their inbox. Then I'm just scrolling through my feed, commenting and liking, more interacting. And then I am messaging. And that is it. So interacting, posting, and messaging. 3 things. Literally, that's all I do.
Yeah, so mine is like kind of the same, I guess. Every morning I try and put up, I feel like I say this so often. Like, I don't know why people like always like, oh, what do you do every day? So I feel like every morning I have to put up an inspirational quote. I think it's more for me, but everybody else seems to enjoy them. And I've noticed that I get a lot of shares on them. And so now lately what I've been doing is like if I get a lot of shares on them, I go to the people who shared them, and then anyone who liked it or shared it from their friends list, I add them. I don't know. It's like my new way of being sneaky to like expand my people to people who have like seen, because it still says my name when they share it. So, so I do that, and then I try to post, and then I really am gonna try and start like putting on my story every day of me making my keto coffee. I'm really working on that. It's just so hard because a lot of times I have like no clothes on, or like I gotta figure something out. So I'm gonna try and start doing that every day. And then I upload, like, I try to do a product story and then an opportunity story, like one in the morning, one at night, and then like me throughout the day. And then I'm posting to my newsfeed. So I do a minimum of like 2 product and 2 opportunity posts every day. And then like my own post in between that. And then like my opportunity posts are more like my posts. So like even if it's just a picture of me like laying in bed with my computer open, or me at like the store, it's still me, but I'm like talking about it. It works in the description, or I don't know, whatever it's called. But that's how I like include me into my business, or my business into me. And then messaging, following up. I mean, that's really it.
I forgot to say a follow. So I follow very, very minimum 100 people a day. I probably follow like 500 people a day. And Katrina, this is a tip for posting you making your coffee to your story. So you guys video yourself making your coffee, and you can video yourself making your coffee like 5 times. Keep those videos saved into your phone in an album, and then you can just repost those videos. And like I'll post videos of me making my coffee from like 3 months ago. Nobody knows that it wasn't from today. Like nobody knows what I'm wearing, right? So if I don't have time in the morning, or I'm like naked in the morning, I just post that video from whenever.
Yeah. And I would say I follow, so I've been trying to do like a minimum of being added back like 20 people. So normally I'm like adding at least like 30 friends, and then I make sure I get like 20 ads back every day, like minimum.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Next question. Do I have to cold message to be successful? Number 1, I do not like cold message. Cold message is someone that you don't know who they are, and they don't know who you are. So no, I would never, ever go message a random person if they are not following me on social media. That's weird. Don't be a creep. Just kidding, guys. No, but really, don't do that. But I'm assuming that you're talking about Instagram, because on Facebook, it's a lot of host-to-post things going on. So on Instagram, this is hard. If you really, truly, truly do not want to message anybody, you need to learn a lot about network, or about attraction marketing. I do think it's possible to not have to message and to be successful. I think it's harder. I think it takes a lot more effort in what you're doing, like what you're putting out there daily. It takes a lot more interacting with people probably. I'm not an expert in attraction marketing. I try to I try, but I don't know, like there are books and books and books and videos and so much stuff on attraction marketing. So if whoever asked that is on here, go watch some attraction marketing videos and do some self-development there. But I don't think I cold message, and I'm messaging all my followers on Instagram. So when I'm messaging my followers on Instagram, if you go to your followers, you can actually sort them in order of who you followed first all the way down to like who you follow today. So I sort those people, and then I just go from top to bottom and I start messaging them. And I know these people, like I've been doing this for like 2 weeks now, and I'm still messaging people who I know who have been following me for like at least 2 years, at least. So those are definitely not cold messages because they know exactly what I do. They see all of my stuff. I've probably messaged these people before about something. So, I mean, if you're not, to me, I always was taught if you're not asking, the answer is always no. Why wouldn't you ask? Okay. I didn't want to like shut that down because there are people who do not cold message who are successful. So I don't want to shut that down for you, but you need to do a lot of like work on attraction marketing.
How do you sort your followers?
Okay.
I went to ask you this the other day when you told me you did that because I was like, I'm trying to work on my Instagram.
Yep. So go to your profile and then click on following.
Following. Okay.
Mine's loading.
Oh, I see.
Okay. It says sort by default. And then to the right, there's 2 little arrows. Click on those arrows and it says date followed earliest. I think earliest. Yep. And then it sorts it. The top is like your very first follower all the way down to the latest one.
Yeah. And I think I have, if any of my team wants it, it might be even in the text replacement thing on Allie's page, but I have what like Taylor kind of sends to her Instagram followers. I work mostly off Facebook, but I'm going to start like doing both. So I'm going to try this. And I like message people. So how Facebook's it's kind of different than Instagram, I guess, but I still like message people, like, especially if it's people that are, if I like went to high school with them or like have any sort of connection, like college, worked with them at one point, I'll still message them and just be like, hey, like, I know like in college last year, you would always be complaining about how your face is breaking out. I have this amazing face wash, like if you're interested in using it. Or like, hey girl, I know like you're still working at Panera and they don't pay the best. Are you interested in making some money from your phone? So it's like, I guess it's like a little more personal when I like have been messaging people. But it's, I mean, like I said, like I kind of know them, but even if I don't know them, like I get to know people on Facebook. Like, I mean, if you're scrolling through, even if they're new, then I can like figure out what they do. And I know like if you're working at McDonald's, you're not making that much money, or a call center or whatever it may be. So I'm still going to be like, hey girl, I saw you work at ACT, which is a call center. Like, are you interested in making some extra money from your phone? I don't know if maybe you and your family are struggling, but like something in me felt like I should reach out to you.
Cool. Okay, let's try to wrap this up in like 10 minutes because the family call is going to start in like 5. So this next section of questions about charting and promoting. What got y'all to Diamond and above? Diamond was honestly a hard month. Not gonna lie. It was a hard last 2 weeks. So I did everything. I mean, aside from the things that I do daily, I upped it like 5 times. I was messaging so many people. I felt like I messaged every single one of my followers and I had nobody else to message. I messaged all of my old loyal customers, and I told them, hey, I'm going for this huge promotion. I told them exactly what the bonus was. I said, there's a $7,500 bonus on the line. That was my diamond bonus at the time, on the line, and I am this close. Would you mind supporting me? Are you interested in anything else? Like, could you help me at all? At first I was like super uncomfortable doing it because it kind of felt like I was begging, but people were like, are you serious? $7,000? Like, my aunt, you guys, on December 31st, my aunt called me at 7 a.m. and she said, honey, I saw your post on Facebook last night about the $7,500 thing and you got 28 orders left. Are you serious? I'm like, yes, I swear to God, I'm not lying to you. She was like, you need to call every single family member right now. I'm going to call Aunt Reagan and you cannot miss this bonus. Okay. So put it out there. Like, if you're trying to go for the $10,000 bonus, put it out there and say, I have 48 orders until I get this $10,000 bonus. Holy crap. Who wants to order the triple threat, whatever, like, count down your orders. If you guys follow Rachel Jones, when she was going ambassador or when she was getting her husband a presidential, whatever it was, she was counting down literally every single day. I was rooting for her every single day. She like cut some numbers off of the like small order amount that she would put. So it started at like, oh, I need 98 more orders. And I was like, oh my God, she's not going to get it. And then the next day it was like, okay, I need whatever, 70. And then it got all the way down to like 12. And I was so excited for her. People are going to see that and get so excited for you. Your family, like, well, I hope your family and friends, close friends, they want to help you. They want to see you succeed. So tell them straight up, like, what's going on. I messaged everybody who had perk points and I said, hey, look, these perk points are about to expire. Do you want me to help you use them? I can help you use them right away. What do you want? I'll just go do it for you. Like, I was like on my computer till midnight every night, trying to get people's orders in, trying to get people to use their perk points. I don't know. What else? What did you do?
Well, I would say our like diamond things were kind of different. Mine was more, I mean, like, I definitely had to work super, super hard. Like she said, like, staying up late. Like, I mean, Allie Antonacci flew from freaking Missouri to Tennessee to help me go diamond. I went to an event that month. I would say that definitely helped me, but a lot of it was like, it felt like it was easier for me to go diamond because I stopped focusing on me going diamond and focused more on my team's promotions. My two best friends are some of my top legs, and then like Nicole, and so it was way more about like them promoting, I guess, and like less about me promoting. Honestly, like the month I was supposed to go diamond, like I didn't even know there was a bonus. Like I didn't know like what even was going on until like I was like, oh my gosh, like, okay, my team can do this, like Jenna can do this, like Katie can do this. And then Allie was like, okay, and then you'll be diamond. And I'll be like, oh my gosh. And she was like, and that's a $10,000 bonus. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I think like if you focus more on like your team and like leading them, like if you're working hard, your team's going to work hard. If you're pushing for your promotion, that means all your team is pushing for their promotions.
Make sure that your team knows what they're doing. Some people are boxed for Ruby and they're like over here looking at the stars and have no idea on the 25th that you need them to go Ruby. Tell them that, look, you are going Ruby this month. You are on my diamond chart as a Ruby. Can you do that? Are you okay with me? I told people when I was going diamond, I told people on my team, I said, you're in my Ruby slot. Can you do that? Or is that okay with you? Otherwise, I need to find somebody else who's going to work with me. They're either going to say yes or no. And if they say no, okay, good. Now you know, when you're not dragging dead people around who aren't doing anything. Like, that's the worst thing that you can do. So make sure they know where they're going. And then you guys, you've got to pump your team up. When I was going diamond, every single day I was like, we're a diamond team, in all caps with like so many emojis in my team chat. And it just like got them so fired up. Even if they just had to get to 400 BV, like they were pumped. When they got to 400 BV, we celebrated the heck out of it. Okay. Should I keep any new loyal customers after I've gotten my 4? It really, really depends on if you have distributors under you and what your chart is like. I need whoever that is, I need you to go to your upline and I need you to ask them, because that's a tough question for me to answer. Managing housework and it works. Okay. My apartment is pretty tiny, but I know that I cannot work in a dirty apartment. So when I wake up, the first thing I do, I lay in bed. I don't get out of bed until my messages are answered and I post something to my story. Then once that is done, I get up and I put my phone down, or I put it on the charger, and I clean the house. I do whatever I need to do for 30 minutes. I give myself a time limit, 30 minutes. And then after that 30 minutes, then I go to work. So maybe you're somebody who needs to set time limits throughout the day. Okay, if you're somebody who's like, I have to do this all through your house, be like, okay, for this hour, that is all I'm doing. I'm not, because when you do this and then you do a dish and then you do this and then you do a dish, all of a sudden 2 hours has gone by and only half of your dishes are done and you've sent out 4 messages. So I feel like, for me, pick one and be all in, but some people are totally different. So I don't know. You gotta.
Yeah, I went from an apartment to a house, so I feel like my house is ginormous right now. I'm like, oh God. But honestly, I kind of do a power hour with my business, so I'm not working it all day. So I will power hour and then clean my house. I'm kind of like Taylor. I can't really work unless my house is clean. So I just try and straighten up my house and then do a power hour or whatever, and then do laundry in between. But if you do a power hour, that's an hour, and then you can just be following up on messages for the rest of the day. Give yourself 5 minutes while you're cleaning your house to follow up on a couple messages, go clean the house. 5 minutes to follow up on some messages, go clean your house. I was in nursing school working, keeping my husband happy, cooking, and cleaning my house, when I went diamond. So all that was going on and I managed it. So you just have to figure it out. Honestly, you just have to figure it out.
Yeah. Maybe you need to have alarms set on your phone. So every hour for 5 minutes, an alarm goes off and you're like, okay, for the next 5 minutes, I have to message. If you have to set alarms for yourself, then do that. I have some people who have to set alarms for themselves to remind them to post. And that's okay. Do that. Okay. How do you keep your spirits up when your team quits on you? It's hard. It sucks when your team quits on you. How do I want to answer this? I have to feel like I have to think. Do you know what you want to say?
Okay. Well, I'll say first, I don't ever assume someone's quit. So, if I notice that one of my girls have, kind of quit posting, I might give them a couple days because, I graduated from nursing school and I took, 3 days off. And I didn't post for 3 days. I posted occasionally, but, not like I was. And so, I give them a couple days because, life happens. They might need a few days off, whatever. But then, if I notice it's been a couple weeks, I'm going to message them. And whenever I try and get people on my team, I always, try and figure out why they want extra money. And so I'll text them and be like, hey, girl, what's going on? I noticed you haven't, posted in a couple days. And then they'll be like, well, I'm just, in a funk, or I'm not really feeling it anymore. And I will straight up be like, so you're telling me that you are giving up on your daughter right now? Because that's what you wanted this extra $500 for. And, that's what you told me. You told me that you wanted extra $500 so your daughter didn't have to worry about food being on the table. So, you're basically telling me you're giving up on her. And I'm just going to be, real and raw with you. And, that's hurts a lot of people, and they're like, but a lot of people are like, dang, okay.
Yeah, some people need a reality check, and that's also why you got to get to know your distributors and know who you're working with. Some people need that reality check, really, you're going to do that right now? But other people, need coddling, and they need to be told, it's okay. We're going to do this. I'm going to help you do this. So you really have to know who you're working with. But Morgan McIntyre says this analogy all the time, and I really love it. She says, when you're signing distributors, it's like a deck of cards. They're all mixed up, and you have no idea the order. So you pick one over, and it might be a 2, and that person lasts 2 days. And you pick one over, and it might be like a jack, and they work until they get to ruby, and then they're done. But there's only like 4 aces in the deck, but you have to keep flipping to get to those 4 aces. And they might be all at the top. They might be scattered throughout. They might be all at the bottom of the deck. But you're never going to find those workers who change your whole business. They change your whole business. You're never going to find those workers if you stop flipping over the cards. So you have to continue to enroll distributors to find those workers.
Yeah, and I would definitely agree with that. And like, I mean, if people are gonna quit, guys, that's the name of the game we're in. Like, I mean, I have like over 100 distributors under me, and I can tell you, like, I have like 10 girls like hardcore working. So I mean, it's just the name of the game that we're in. People are gonna come back around, like, but definitely like what she said. I mean, you have to think like one person, like Amy Spence, changed Allie's business. Like, one person can literally, one person can sign up tomorrow and get you to diamond. You know?
That's very true.
So you just have to, like Taylor said, you just have to keep drawing. Like, you should never stop enrolling distributors. That's part of our steps to success.
Tom, Allie's husband, her husband's 3 legs are me, Jenny Thurmier, I can never say his name, and Katrina. Jenny was there all along, but in the last 6 months, I came and then Katrina came and completely changed Tom's chart and Allie's paycheck. Really, he was he was a triple diamond for the last forever, but was not maintaining for a really long time. In the last 6 months, both of us came in, completely took that, like, completely changed it. Yeah. Okay, so what are some good self-development things? Because when your spirits are down like this, you have to fill yourself up with self-development. Self-development is so important with this business. If your mind isn't right, your business isn't going to be right at all. So I'm going to just read some of my books that I have here. I listen to audiobooks mostly. Okay, so I really like Rachel Hollis. I like her podcast. It's called Rise. She also has a relationship one called Rise Together, which is really good. Her book, Girl, Stop Apologizing, is awesome. Girl, Wash Your Face is really good. A really, really good book that I think everybody should read or listen to is called The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. Really good. Another one is called Beach Money. And then on YouTube, type in like motivation, type in leadership. Like, there's a bunch of TED Talks on leadership and tons of, what's his name? What's the leadership guy's name? I have his book. I can't remember now. Never mind. Okay. Anything you want to add?
I listen to Pam Souter's podcast, and I whenever I walk my neighborhood, I always listen to her. Also, Joel Dunn has a good one, but if you were at the Asheville boot camp, then it's literally kind of like the Asheville boot camp because it's basically like all the little segments they had. So like for me, I listened to one of them, or 3, I think 3 of them weren't part of the boot camp. They were just like his. And there's one really, really good one on there. But the rest is like Asheville boot camp. So if you didn't get to go to that, that would like really help you. And then Rachel Hollis is good. And Pam Souter is probably my favorite. I love her.
Yeah.
And she has really good advice. So.
Mm-hmm. And she does like life advice and business advice because she's in the business. So, and she brings people on her podcast who are in the business and then people who aren't. So it's pretty cool. And then there's a question and it says, how do I be a better leader? You have to do self-development first. You can only be as good of a leader as your self-development is. Like if you're not doing self-development, like leadership self-development, then like you're only going to be this good of a leader. But if you're constantly doing development on how to be a better leader and what you need to do, it's going to grow. You have to be doing what you want your team to be doing. If you want your team to post every single day, you better be posting every single day, because they're only going to do what they see you doing. So you need to be the one who's like enrolling the most on your team to get the rest of your friends there. Okay, we have a few questions, like product questions. I really don't feel like we need to go over them, because it's like things that if you have questions about the products, you guys, you need to go on your website and you need to read the descriptions of all the products. And then if you still don't understand something, go to your leader. If you have questions about keto, like you got to look it up and do some research.
Yeah. And I know like types of foods good to eat on the cleanse. There's actually like a page. Like if you search like what foods to eat during my cleanse, it works. Like a page will pop up and it says like what foods to eat, but basically just eat healthy. It's basically like what you need. You need to like cut back on your portions and then eat healthier. And then yeah, keto. You're just gonna have to do like research, because like I'm not the best keto. I don't know everything about keto. I'm like,
okay, so I can explain it a little bit. This is how I tell people. Okay, so your body, I'm just going to do this real quick and then we're going to be done. Because we're like, we missed the family call. So, okay, your body processes fats, carbs, and alcohol through 3 different pathways. Your body can only process one at a time. So whatever you're consuming first after fasting, like after sleeping, that's what it's going to try to continue to do, because your body doesn't want to take the energy to switch over to burn something else. So if you drink your keto coffee in the morning, and that's the first thing that you have, your body's going to go into fat burning mode. And it's going to try to continue to burn fat until you eat too many carbs. And then once you eat a certain amount of carbs, your body's going to switch over to start burning those carbs, because number one, your body wants to burn carbs because it's really easy for your body to do. And we typically have a lot in our body. So is that making sense? Now I got lost. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. I got lost halfway through. I got distracted by something outside. I don't know. That's how it works. Your body can only do one at a time. So whatever you feed it is what it's going to do. And when it goes into that fat burning mode, it's going to try to continue to burn fat all day until you've just fed it too many carbs. And then there's like, you got to look up ketones and stuff like that. Do your research.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. Okay. Anything else you want to add before we hop off of this?
Well, the last one is, are Blitz cards worth getting? I will tell you, I have like 100, probably more Blitz cards sitting on my office desk. I'm just like, I've switched over to social media. If I'm out and about, like, first of all, I used to use Blitz cards all the time. I would put them everywhere. And then one time I heard on a Zoom, why are you putting Blitz cards like in a bathroom on a mirror? Like, why are you putting Blitz cards on a car? Are you selling to that car? And so it's just like impersonal to me. And it's just like, I mean, you can hand it to somebody, and I know like they're kind of big on that, but like I would much rather, like, if I think my server is going to be good at my business, I'd just be like, hey, I think you'd be good at what I do. Can you chat? Can you follow me on Facebook? I don't know. I just think that's easier than like handing them a Blitz card. Do you?
I've never handed out a Blitz card ever. So, if you are somebody who's super outgoing and you talk to people in person about it, yeah, get them. If you're super shy, you can make your own business cards too. Like the Blitz card is like a business card, but it has before and after on it. So, I mean, if you're curious, get a stack. It doesn't cost much. I do have business cards that I made though. And so if I'm like sending somebody a thank you letter or something like that, or a thank you note, I'll put a couple business cards in there with like a sample. So Okay, we answered all of the questions. That was really freaking long. I will
Yeah,
put this on YouTube.